Hi, everybody. I hope you're having a good week as much as you can in those absolutely crazy times. I hope you're staying in touch with all your elderly friends and family members as well to check on them and give them a lot of support. I want to this week consider a very, very big topic: anxiety and worry. Why I want to touch this topic is because I had a request by a friend, actually not just one, but a few, talking about anxiety now in the pandemic times, but also talking about breaking negative cycles in their life. So I'm here to help as much as I can, and I totally believe that we can break old habits, and the anxiety lives in the past anyway. So how is that happening? I would like to explain. A lot of people easily go to negative thinking. They just snap in a second. We all live by past emotions and past habit and thinking and memory. In the present, we cannot bring negative unless we allow the negative to take over our space and way of thinking and seeing things around us. So I would like to give you a few tips. The first tip is when you catch yourself bringing a negative thought, and I'll give you an example. For example, when you say to yourself, oh, I had that interview with this company, but I doubt that I'll get the job because I talk too much about this and that, and I don't think it's a good idea. And anyway, it's too good to be true to get the job. And also, I made a few mistakes here, saying that, or this. So that's how we start simply the cycle. In 17 seconds, we produce more of those negative thoughts. And by a minute or two, we are convinced that we're not going to get that job. How can we stop that? You can very simply stop it by catching yourself and being aware. That's the first step, being aware that you speak to yourself with anger, unworthiness, and negativity. Because we know when the thought comes, we feel it in the first 3 centers of the body. That's where we store all those emotions. So instead of saying that negatively, you say something positive that is very realistic. For example, you say, well, the interview, I don't think it went that well, but I don't know. Because I think in one way, those people think in a different way. So I'm going to wait. And to be honest, I said a lot of positive things. For example, this and that and da. So you continue to convince yourself and see only beauty. How does that happen? The same way like the negative talk starts. By producing one after another positive thoughts. That's how it works. So that's the way you create a positive present. That's the way you can create a positive future. It takes consistency. It takes practice, like everything else. You don't go to the gym for 2-3 times and find results in your body. No, you go for 3 months, and then you're starting to see and feel good. So this is my message. Try to plant in your brain every time you catch yourself speaking anger, fear, blame, or shame, jump out of it and change the situation. It's all in your hands. Try and practice more gratitude and more presence, because in the presence you can do anything you like. When you meditate, I would strongly advise you to do the same thing. When a negative thought comes to you, take it and say, this is not my toxic emotion anymore, because that was in the past, that was yesterday, that was a year ago. I'm sorry, but I throw it away and I declare that it does not belong to me. Instead, I feel thankful, and think at least of one thing that you feel grateful, because you start to create a new pattern that way. I hope that helps. I wish you an absolutely fantastic week. Stay safe and stay at home.